Why are you looking at me like that? That's so creepy.
Shut the fuck up.
Every night we get your life right. Music, sports, interviews, and even Hollywood nightlife. You couldn't pick a better time to tune in. We starting to bump our gums. This the one. Watch Dirty and Kev do this.
No more talking, we bumpin' gums. No more talking, we bumpin'
You already know. From the news to get you right. Relationship advice. You speaking no pop.
What episode are we on?
They get you hype. We living out our dreams while giving you what you need. To all of the hottest
It's
trends.
103.
Keep your ears to the streets.
I don't know.
Let's
No more
go.
talking, we bumpin' gums.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome everybody back to the Bumpin Gumz podcast. I'm Go by Dirty. This is my right hand man's Kev.
What up,
Kev.
what up?
And we're back. Is that how you
Yeah.
want it?
Something like that. I mean,
That
that's close.
That was good.
I mean, I think I've heard that done before, though. Maybe we should do it like,
Don't do
we're
it.
back,
no.
bitches.
No, don't do it.
No, nope,
No.
not we're back, bitches.
No, not at all.
You sure?
Yeah, we can't say that.
We can.
You can't say that.
We can. I mean, it's not like we're talking to any certain demographic of people. We're just saying we're back.
So you're
bitches.
grouping all of our audience as bitches.
No, we're just saying like it's a term of endearment, like how girls
How
talk to
is that endearment?
women say yes, bitch, and talk to each other like that.
That's a great point. I've never understood that. So I can't call you a bitch, but when you talking to your girls, you can be like, "Hey, bitch, how you doing?"
Yeah, you can. We definitely can do that. So if they can do it, we can do it. Welcome back, bitches.
He's stupid. Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 102. I want to thank y'all for joining us. It's been a while. We shouldn't have left you.
Yeah, without
I was waiting for you to catch that.
Hey, I mean, come on, man.
It's on. But yeah, we're gone for a minute. We're gone for a few months, 6
6
months.
It's been a while.
I was looking at it. I think February was the last episode, which was 111 that we did. So welcome back to 112.
Room 112, where the players dwell.
Yeah, so we promise we're going to try to keep it going. Hopefully this COVID thing allows us to, and we're going to keep it going for y'all. We've had a few requests, like 1 or 2 requests saying, hey, when y'all coming back?
I mean,
What's
nice way to be modest. I mean, it's been more than 1 or 2.
that?
I mean,
4.
I would say that it's been more than that, too.
Yeah, it's been, people have been asking. And
Man, talk your shit. Come on.
I'm humble.
Fuck being humble.
You're the cocky one. I'm the humble one.
Fuck being humble.
But
People love us.
I'm glad to be back. I'm
I'm good in all hoods.
How has Corona treated you?
Oh man, honestly, it's business as usual. Honestly, I mean,
No effect.
nah, not really.
Can't hold a player down.
I mean, other than the fact that you can't really go out. Like, I don't go out all the time, but obviously I like to go out and I like doing, different things. But just having that kind of taken away from you, and then also knowing that people don't care. So you can be having symptoms and you can be sick, and motherfuckers are still going to be out and they're going to be like, shit, who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it.
We actually went to the movies a couple weeks back. It was the most uncomfortable feeling I've ever had.
What movie theater?
Casablanca.
Okay. They're still showing
It was all
old
old
shit.
movies, yeah. It was old movies and shit. And I was mad because like we spent this money, this and that. And when I got home, that movie I went to go watch was on cable. I was kind of mad, but it was just literally the most
had
uncomfortable.
those same comfortable seats though.
I wasn't comfortable. When's the last time you been?
I ain't been to the movies since BC. Hey, I'm gonna make this work.
Since before Corona, okay.
Yeah, before Corona. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can use that too. You know what I'm saying?
They're not going to use that at all.
AC and BC before Corona, after
They're
Corona.
not going to. Nobody's
using the
gonna,
same biblical sense.
Nobody's going to use
y'all
that.
can use it.
Nobody's going to use that.
They're gonna use it.
We went, and it was okay. They tried their best to keep everybody separated or whatever.
Okay.
We bought our seats, and we bought and whatever, and then they would block out the 2 seats, so you would be your 6 feet apart. Because that motherfuckers, you don't have like no elbow room.
No?
Nah, hell no. Like the
Oh,
seats
then
are.
y'all
They,
must have been in the smaller theater.
yeah, they be sharing like the row.
Okay.
So we get there and there's somebody sitting on the very next seat next to us. So, but there's like 4 seats open. So we moved. I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm like, hey, you're not supposed to be sitting there. So we moved over, right? We moved over a couple seats. No big deal.
You should have been a dick.
Nah.
Be
And
like, yo, I looked at the thing. I'm looking at the seats.
turn Karen on them.
You ain't supposed to be here, dude.
You would do that?
Hey man,
I don't know. It's just weird. Like if there's 2
I ain't
seats,
trying to get Big Rona.
if there's some seats where I could just scoot over, still stay in the same row and not be inconvenient, no big deal. I'm just gonna move over. But it put us a lot closer to the other couple. We were like 2 seats away from the other couple. We're supposed to be 3 seats. We're 3 seats away from them, 2 seats away from the other couple. This guy's eating popcorn. And he's like, I guess I'm hoping he's choking on popcorn. It must have been because it's been a few weeks. I didn't catch nothing, thankfully. But he would have stopped coughing. And it was just like throughout the whole movie. But you could tell like he had that cough, like he was coughing on, like choking on something, like the kernels. It was just the most uncomfortable feeling ever.
Yeah,
I couldn't
so,
enjoy the movie at all.
See, the way that my paranoia with Big Rona is, I would have had to move. Like,
But where? Like there was nowhere really to go.
So the movie theater was like kind of packed.
It wasn't packed, but like everywhere you moved, you would still be kind of next to somebody.
Oh, then I would have moved out.
Yeah, we probably should have. I didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah, because it's. I don't think that there's an issue with the theater. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be cleaning the seats and disinfecting and stuff like that.
I don't know. You got like 15-year-olds working there. Like, what 15-year-old really knows? Like, gives a shit.
But that's their job. Like,
What 15-year-old gives a shit?
No, not sitting here saying that they're going to do a great job with everything that they do, but they're going you're not asking them to do a whole lot. Spray the motherfucking handles that, spray the arms down, spray the back part of your head. Like, they're going to wipe down the seat and the ass and shit like that, but it's not going to seep through the seats into your butthole.
So that was about maybe a month ago, right? We did that, and then our anniversary was just passed, like a week or 2 ago. We went
Happy anniversary! Oh,
get it.
It's y'all's anniversary. No, all right.
We're using it as a sound clip now.
Yeah.
So we went out to eat. Again, it was just like we went to Papados. It was one of my favorite restaurants, and we actually she had never been. I took her once, and she loved it. We had a great time.
Okay.
So we decided to go again. Way different experience. Way different. I don't know if they were rushing it. I don't know. The food wasn't good. Like, we just did not enjoy it.
I'm one of the people that think that Papados is overrated.
This time, I really could agree with you. The first time, a couple times I've been, I would argue with you. But this time, I was so upset. We really didn't enjoy it at all. So Papados, y'all really slacking. Like, I don't know what it is. It really didn't help too because I just found out 2 days before one of my friends had passed from COVID.
Damn.
I lost a couple people actually.
Damn.
So yeah, COVID's been really, really hitting this side hard. I know you over there all gravy.
Big Rona ain't playing.
Nah, I've lost a couple people. Sad, really sad.
It is.
It's really sad. So everybody that you should take it serious. Try to take it serious, and it's not only for you, but for your loved ones, people around you.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing with this whole COVID situation is people, the younger people and the people in our age demographic really aren't taking it as serious.
Not at all.
They're like, man, I'm still going to live my life. I still, I'm not going to be sitting in the house.
I mean,
I'm going here. I'm going I
understand not being afraid. You still got to live your life, but you can still be cautious. You don't have to make a whole life change, but I mean, kind of be cautious. And if you're feeling sick, don't go out. People are feeling like sick going out.
See, I think the opposite. Like, you know how your parents used to say, ain't nothing out there, you know what I'm saying, after a certain part of time at night, you know what I'm saying, but trouble.
Yeah.
That's what you have right now. Ain't nothing out here in these streets right now but Big Rona. Rona is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? She's affecting everybody.
So it's a female.
And, yeah.
It's a bitch.
Yeah. It is a bitch. A fucking bitch. Like,
yeah.
But it's everywhere. And it's not just affecting old people like how we thought in the beginning. You know, it's affecting middle-aged people. It's affecting some young people. I heard recently that a 7-year-old passed from it. So it's affecting everybody. So I'm just saying, for me, I'm definitely being very cautious with it. I'm not going to any crowded places. I'm still going to go out to a restaurant here and there. I have certain ways that I do everything, as far as I got my hand sanitizer in the side of my car. As soon as I come from anywhere, hand sanitize. You know, I always have my mask on. I always have like a spare mask in the car, so if one of the straps break on the mask, boom, I got another one. So I'm
so you stay ready.
I'm not out here butt naked. I'm ready.
You know what blew my mind the other day? So me and baby driving around, and we're just listening. I put on Spotify. And we're listening like the old school shit, the No Limit, the old school shit.
Okay.
And I said, you know what I miss? I miss cruising downtown. And we're headed home. And she was like, yeah, me too. I was like, let's go for a cruise. It was Saturday. And like the kids were literally waiting for us at home already. And I go, let's go for a cruise. She goes, right now? That I'm saying that I'm halfway in my story. So
I'm just saying, while you're saying your story,
appreciate it.
That's bad parenting. But go ahead.
How they were at home safe.
They were waiting on you.
Yeah, they were safe though.
They could have been hungry or anything.
Well, we went to go get dinner.
You were like, fuck them.
We went to go get dinner, and we're on the way back. I said, let's go for a cruise. She goes, you want to? I was like, yeah. It was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, see, look at you. You was like, fuck them kids. Them kids will be all right.
We drove downtown.
They ain't even mine.
We only went like once downtown. We went driving. Downtown was packed.
Okay.
So many people not wearing a mask, and I didn't get it. I was like, wow, if you would have never known.
They was trying to get it.
You would have never known downtown was, don't do that. Don't do.
Oh, okay.
You would have never known that Corona was around, because it was just so packed. But it's just crazy. School's been affected real bad. A lot of things have changed. Sports have changed. We're going to get into all that. Yeah. What are your thoughts on school? Like, are you sending your kids to school at this time?
Well, my kids are still in my sack, but if I had kids.
Why would you say that?
Because I don't have no kids.
Say that.
But
I don't even
But if I
want to talk about this subject no more. It's so uncomfortable now.
If I had kids, it would be tough. Like I would really have to like look at the situation, look at the school, look at how many kids they plan on having per classroom and things like that to really come out to it. I've heard that in some schools they have as little as 4 students per class.
But it's just like the whole school in general. Like, I mean, you can't. So me and my baby's mom had this discussion. Right. She was going to send the kids to school. Okay. Because she said, I can't really monitor, if my kids are going to be on the laptop or whatever, or be going to school, because I'm at work. And I'm like, well, that's your job. You're a parent. That's your job. Is that wrong? Am I wrong?
They're also your kids too.
Yeah, but they live with her. So I'm part-time. I'm the weekend daddy. I'm the fun dad.
Oh, you're the fun guy.
Yeah, I'm the fun one. Like all the stress and all that, like that's on you.
She was the one that was laying on her back and won.
Yeah, I was the one having fun.
Yeah.
So
you was like, take that. I get it.
So she's like, and I said, okay, well, what's harder to monitor? Pulling up your security cameras and seeing if they're in school, or really just being a parent and be like, hey, y'all need to wake up at this time, or making sure they're washing their hands at school, making sure they're staying away from kids. These kids haven't seen their friends in months. They're going to want to hug each other, be all over each other, talking.
Do kids really hug?
Yeah,
other
they
kids?
do. Yeah.
Well, I guess younger kids do, but at a certain age, like once you get.
But I have two girls. Like, when they see each other, they're going to want to hug each other and shit like that.
Like once you're at that like 10 and older stage, you're not hugging.
They're gonna want to touch their friends. They haven't seen their friends in months.
They might hit them with like a little. You know how the handshakes and shit is popular.
You're taking my whole point to a whole nother level. My whole point is, what's harder to monitor? Hey, you get up at 8:00 for school, or you can't even see them at school. So how are they going to wash their hands? How are they going to put sanitizer? If they go to the restroom, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many more what ifs at school.
So
my kids didn't go to school. They're doing the homeschool thing.
So I get it. I definitely understand what you're saying, but it is hard because, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, your baby mom has to work. There's no one there to take care of.
That's her fault. She wanted to be a single mom.
That's funny. That's funny. So anyway,
you making me feel like the bad guy. Like, how am I the bad guy?
Hey, I'm just saying. Somebody that I know.
Your fault.
Look, somebody that I know works from home, and somebody that I know has a little bit of book smarts. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
You talking about me?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
I told her that was the option. I said, "Look,
I think
during the week they can come with me if you want."
So you get the child support money. I mean, I'm not child support money, but income tax.
No, well, I went for the child support. So she was cool with it. She's like, "Well, that's not a bad idea."
See.
And I said, "Look, during the week you can have them on the weekend, or you can come pick them up, whatever. Like, let them wake up with me. I'll make sure
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
They at the crib.
And she was like, "That's honestly a great idea. We should really talk about that." Yeah,
that's all we do.
And I said,
give
"Yeah,
out great ideas.
if we're gonna talk about that, let's go ahead and talk about this child support. I mean, if I'm gonna be paying, shouldn't I get that back because they're with me?"
Discount double check.
That conversation just never happened. She shot it down right then and there.
Be like, well,
but was I wrong for asking for that?
I think that if you are doing something in this manner, and you might need to get some type of retribution.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I would say, I think it's easier to just, get the income tax.
But then you have to, like, if she files first and then I filed, right?
Well, no,
I'd rather just.
No, I'm
going for the more long term.
I'm saying that y'all talk for it and be like, hey, since I'm doing this, how about I claim the kids this year?
She won't have that. Yeah.
Well, as soon as you get your W-2s, file them. No,
man.
No, I'm kidding. Joking.
So we've had some issues with Jay. Everybody knows, like, the audience knows about Jay. I need to know what you would do. Kids is home a lot more now. Mm-hmm. A lot more time in their hands, whatever, right? Jay's 11 now. His mom calls me kind of upset. She texts me like, "We need to talk now." And I don't know why I got the chills when she said that, because we're not even together no more. Like, we don't, like, I need to talk. So you got
nervous.
Yeah, and I'm like,
we need to talk got you nervous.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, and then I said, you know what? I don't give a shit what you need to talk about. Like, I called her like, what? Not knowing what was coming. And when she told me what had happened, I kind of feel bad because I kind of giggled a little bit as she was explaining it. And I don't feel like I took it as serious as I probably should have. She was livid. She was pissed. I don't know how she got a hold of Jay's phone. And I don't know what happened. She found porn.
She probably should have an app on the phone.
She found porn on his phone.
Okay.
And she was like, she's porn, like videos, links, stuff like that. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, my son is a freak. Like, he had some bruh, like, I saved a couple of them links. There was a couple good ones. There were a couple good ones. Gracious. I don't know how he stumbled upon these. And she was pissed. She was like, "What you gonna do?" And I was like, "What do you mean I'm gonna do? You're the one that found it." Like, what do you mean? What am I do? And she goes, "Yeah, he's the boy. You need to handle this." I have yet to really handle it. I had a talk with him, and I said, "Hey, bro, I said it real cool with him. I said, you know how disrespectful it is for your mom to find something like that on your phone."
Oh, so you're telling them to hide it better?
Without saying that. But I didn't say, like, and I did say you're looking at some adult things. You know that you shouldn't be looking at it. There's a time and a place to be looking at this stuff. And then we kind of got, and he was like, "Yes, sir. I understand." He took, and we had a conversation. And you looking up adult shit. Let's have an adult conversation. I didn't yell. I didn't spank him. I didn't ground him. And she feels like I should have did more. Should I have done more?
I mean, obviously the conversation that you have with him, you're on the right track as far as you have to have an adult conversation with him. You also have to, start getting into since you're looking at this, what is your thoughts on this?
Yeah.
How did you find out about this?
So his friend sent him the link.
Okay.
And his friends,
and then he went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
like when
he
you
was
get
like,
on YouTube.
hey. And I said, well, after like the first 7 links, like, why would you keep clicking on them? Because there was a lot of links. There's a good 12, 15 links.
Okay.
And like I said, I've saved about 8 of them because I was like, whoa, like, I didn't really know that. Like, he is into some crazy shit.
See, I'm not trying to get into this with you right now because
I'm just like, am I wrong?
No, you're wrong for, there's certain things like I know that we have kind of there's always been a double standard for girls and boys.
Mm-hmm.
If this was your 11-year-old daughter,
I'd have popped her in the eye.
You would have reacted differently.
I'd have punched her in the throat.
So you have to keep that same energy, regardless that he's a boy. You have to keep that same energy. Like, you have to take it the same way. You have to look at it with that same amount of seriousness.
I was a tad bit relieved, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've tried to talk to him a couple times, like, hey, while he was in school, like last year, whatever, like, hey, how's the girl situation? Like, what's going on? And he was like, ugh, like, stuff like that. And I was like, at the point, like, you really kind of should be into girls right now.
No, you shouldn't. Not at 10 years old.
I mean, but you kind of like
9, 10 years old. You're not into girls.
like, hey, I'm gonna have a girlfriend. Like, no, not like that. But like,
and you still not even at the point where you want to even tell your parents that you really like girls.
So maybe I didn't think about that. Maybe that's what it is. He just didn't want to. So I started getting nervous. I'm like, hey, maybe I'm missing something. So when I saw this, I'm like,
oh goodness gracious.
That's exactly how I felt. Like, I was relieved.
No.
We'll talk about that later.
We're gonna have to get you some parenting classes. I'm gonna find some books. You know what I'm saying?
I still have to have a talk with him.
I'm gonna find some audio books because I know
think the books
you ain't gonna read it. So if I can find you some audio shit,
you know me so well.
I'm gonna get you some.
But I'm still gonna have a talk with him. I have a little. I told him we need to talk about it. I'm gonna see him in a day or two, and so we're gonna talk about it. Now, I do want your opinion on this. We've been, like I said, we've been home more, doing a lot more things. Yeah. Baby and I have gotten way more closer. We've been doing things. We actually started hanging out with another family.
Okay.
I don't know how to put this. I'm not going to sugarcoat or whatever. How can I find out if they're swingers? Because I really feel like I get that vibe off of them, and I've never got a swinger vibe off anybody. I just get that vibe that they're swingers.
Okay.
And I want to know who I'm hanging out with.
All right. What gives you the thoughts?
I don't know. Michelle said the same thing. I don't know. I just feel like they're swingers.
But why?
Maybe it's the way they look. I've never gotten that vibe. I've never hung out with a new couple and said, hey, are y'all swing?
No, but there has to be a reason. There has to be something that has been said, done, a look. There has to be something that gives you that thought that they are.
I think it was when we're like not a pool party, but we're all hanging out at the pool, and they were playing like I saw the husband playing with another girl, but not like playing like kind of roughhousing in the water.
Okay.
And then his wife was with the guy barbecuing, but not with him, but like hanging out with him.
Okay.
And they were like I don't know, like they were both really having a lot of fun.
They were being a little too intimate.
Yeah, it wasn't like she wasn't like grabbing a sausage or nothing like that, or
no. But I'm saying like they seemed too close.
Yeah, if you would have thought the people in the pool were the couple, and you would have thought the barbecue were the couple, because the way they were like laughing, joking, and just like hanging out. I'm like, are y'all swingers?
So maybe they've just known each other for a while.
I didn't think about that. I just kind of went with the swinger route. And I've been kind of playing detective.
So is it that you want them to be swingers, and that's why?
No, because I'm not into that. But
how do you know until you try?
I don't know. I guess I just went there really quick.
So you're hanging out with this couple.
I don't know. All this happened after I saw like Jay's like videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know.
Oh, so you was in the bathroom watching the videos.
Oh, I watched the videos a couple times.
And
Is
then,
that weird that I watch the same porn as my son? Is that weird? I just thought about that.
That's definitely weird.
It is?
Yeah, that's definitely weird. It's like smoking with your teenage child. That's weird as shit. Like when people smoke and do drugs with their kids, that's weird. So it's to me, it's kind of in that same vein where it's like, hey, send me that link, son. What was? How'd you find that one? It was called what? Big Booty Hoes. Oh yeah. Send me that link.
Some of the links were funny too. Like when she was reading them to me, that's when I started giggling. Just the titles, and I was like, "Hey," I told her, "Can you send me that one?" She goes, "Are you serious?" I go, I want to see. I want
for research purposes only.
The title is funny.
For research purposes.
Like one of the
titles
had clowns or something in it. And I was like, "What?" I said, "Can you send that one to me?" And she was like, "You're not taking this serious at all." I was like, I'm being serious. Like, I'm curious. Anyway, there's a lot more we need to talk about, but things have gotten crazy over the last few months, especially with the Black Lives Matter movement and everything like that. What's your take on it?
I mean, obviously for me, Black lives always matter. This is something that has been needed. Unfortunately, obviously, you never want somebody to have to lose their life for things like this and for policies to change. But yeah, it's needed.
Do you get really upset? Is it like real serious to you when somebody says all lives matter?
Absolutely.
Why? Because I don't think people understand that, and I understand it. And I didn't get upset at first, but now when I was explained why it's important that you're protesting my protest, basically, and I feel like you can probably explain it a lot better than I can, but I understand it now.
Well,
and I wasn't one of those that all lives matter. To me, it's like you've always known how I felt. Like racism's been around; it's not going anywhere. I mean, I think it's stupid. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can hate somebody just because off their skin color or how they dress or what they do or whatever, like their lifestyle. Like, how you don't even know that person. How can you hate them?
Right.
To hate them, you really either got to know them or they've got to do something to you. Right. Now, I've hate all different types of people, but it's because they've done something to me or to my family where I just seen a stranger, like, I hate you.
Right.
I just don't get it.
I mean, quick synopsis is the fact that we're saying Black Lives Matter because we have been treated as though we don't matter. We're being killed at an unproportionately high number by police officers. And when you put that together, we're saying that our lives matter, not that we're better or anything like that. Obviously, all lives matter, but all lives can't matter until you start to get in your head that Black Lives Matter.
Because it's included with all lives.
Exactly.
Got you.
Quick and easy.
So do you feel like, and there's going to be do you feel like there's been a change as far as, not racism, I guess racism could be the way to say it, but do you feel like it's gotten any better? It's definitely more in the light now.
It's more in the light. Has it changed? No. Will it get better? Yes. There's always going to be covert racism, unfortunately. You've always had people that smile in your face and say that, I've got a black friend. One of my best friends is black. You're gonna always have those people.
I always thought that was weird when people say that.
That's gonna pass up people of color for promotions and things like that, even though they're the most qualified for the job.
Have you ever really sat and talked to like a real racist person? Like
No.
Try to have a conversation with them?
Nah, because at certain points I don't have the temperament for that.
So if I were to get one to bring one on the show just to kind of get their outlook on it and find out, like, why are you racist?
But see, it's one of those things where it can start off as a good conversation, and you're trying to really get down to the bottom of things, and you're hoping that someone is understanding. But you know it as well as I do. It can be slick talk. It can be, a certain comment, and then next thing you know,
you diving over the table.
We're moving furniture in this motherfucker. Like, Like, nah, it takes special people to really have that conversation. And I applaud the people that can use their words better than use their hands.
Because I'm just curious on how it all works. I mean, not works, but what your thought process is. Not yours. I'm saying that, you know, somebody. No, I'm just curious on how it's really like. How do you really see people?
I mean, it's part of that prejudice that we've always talked about. You know, people are prejudiced, so they prejudge you not even knowing. So that's, you know, one of those things that you're going to look at as far as, you know, people that are racist. Like, just because you don't know that person and you see the skin color and you automatically feel a certain way. You know, that's the same thing that's the reason why we have so much of this issues going along with the police, because most of them prejudge black people or people of color because of that. You know, they see some guys walking, they see somebody doing this, they see somebody doing that. They automatically just jump to a conclusion because that's what they see. That's what they think.
You think your man's going to make it again?
Nah, that's your man. That's your man's.
Your man's going for a second term?
Man.
It's so bad.
All I can say is
how is he still
vote for Biden and Harris.
That would
2020.
That would be crazy if he wins.
No, it wouldn't be crazy. It would be.
I'm saying because of the woman aspect of it.
I mean, he rigged the race last time. No,
has there been facts? There's been a lot of speculation. There hasn't been solid facts. I'm not defending the guy.
No, it's been proven that the Russians did interfere with.
So why is he still president? I don't get it.
The world that we live in.
And I'm not trying to defend him at all by any means. I don't get it. Like, I don't get how he's still around. How can somebody talk about people the way he's talked about people and still be like that? I mean, I got family members that are like, all make America great again. And I'm like,
it's never been great for us.
What are you talking about? Like,
it's never been great for us.
But I don't know. Can't do nothing about it now.
Vote for Biden and Harris 2020. I'll make that one quick and simple.
Well, that's why I was laughing, because I was like, yeah,
because it's like, you know, you can write it. So many people have gotten fat off of Donald Trump, and that goes from media correspondents, different people that have wrote books, people that was in his cabinet that's been fired. So many people have gotten fat off this dude because this dude just doesn't give a fuck. Like, he don't give a fuck.
Maybe I don't think he thinks fully about
No, he does. See, and that's the thing. That's the way that he fools people. He fools people into thinking. People think that he's not that intelligent, but it's like, you can't do everything that he's done and has people. He's playing with people's emotions. Like, you can't be dumb and do what he's done.
True. Sports is back.
Yes, sir.
I know you're excited about that.
I'm excited about it, but it's just like the sport that I really want to see the most is football.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, I don't know how that's really going to work.
Yeah.
But NBA.
It is. Yeah, NBA's back.
Playoffs.
My Spurs didn't make it. First time in like 50 years.
You're over-exaggerating. Relax.
Not really.
Yes, really.
This was like 30. Spurs didn't make it. It is what it is. But I mean,
hit the road, Jack.
Now, what's your take on the playoff? Like, I'm glad it's back, but I don't like it. Like, it's weird. I guess it's taking like some getting used to.
As far as them being in the bubble and there being no crowd?
Yeah, that's just like, it's got to be so quiet, so silent in there.
See, they do it like that because they don't want you to hear all the conversation, all the shit talking that's going back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they have the music going and stuff like that. And
it's just so different.
And the game is on like a 7 or 10 second delay so that they are able to bleep things out.
It is so different though. It's just so weird. Like, I don't know. I was curious on how the players like. How are you gonna really feed off that momentum now from the crowd?
Now that's the one thing that you don't get, but they still even pump in crowd noise and stuff like that. Like
It can't be the same. There's no way.
It's not the same because obviously you don't have the fans there, but it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of cool.
The concept, I guess, can you really stay like that with sports? Be honest.
No, it's not going. It's not like it's going to be like that forever. But for a season, for a season or two, yeah, I can absolutely see in basketball being the way that it is for at least 2 seasons before fans are actually able to get back into the arenas.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just weird to me. I guess everything's new, but everything's been so changing so drastically, and
absolutely,
we just have to adapt.
What do you think about them doing the conjugal visits?
That's what I was literally about to get on that. I like that. I think it's weird. So, are these players staying like there?
Yeah, they stay in. You're in the bubble. Okay. So,
how big is this bubble?
They're at. I was about to say Epcot Center, but they're at Disney World. So
I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know how big it is.
It's huge.
It's huge. Okay.
It's huge. So they have to wear this ring that before they are actually able to go into a place, it checks like your heart rate and stuff like that.
Damn.
Like it does. This ring does a lot of stuff, and that has to be on at all times. They check your temperature at all times. Like everybody that's there is basically corona free.
So now, how do you?
Well, not basically. They are corona free.
How do you gain your conjugal visits? Like by the amount of points? Like, hey, you had a great game. You did like 15 points. We're going to go in and get you some masks. Like, how does that work?
So obviously the people that have wives and stuff like that, their wives.
So you have to be married.
No, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
So your wife can come there and be there. You know, she has to go through their protocol as far as quarantining and everything like that before you can actually gain access. They said that, and I don't know how they're actually going to figure this out though, but you have to have known the person prior. So it's not like you can be following some chick on Instagram and you've never met her in real life.
That kind of sucks.
It does, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get no strange, but you can still get some.
So let's just say, like one of these players want to invite somebody that's not their wife.
Okay.
But they've known the person.
Oh, she can come.
I mean, she would.
Yeah.
Now, can the wife have access? Like, who's been visiting? Like, they could look at this list, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
they ain't doing
so
that.
it's all discreet.
Yes.
So these players is probably like loving this.
Oh, absolutely. Now, the question is it like I'm looking at
There's
like
so many questions. Like
it's like it would be like Hoe Island or something like that.
We probably have the stupidest question, but I know we have a lot of questions.
Because it's like if they're going to be at say a certain hotel, like there's going to be fights because you know in that world it's kind of small. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna like when you look at somebody like Khloe Kardashian, right?
Okay.
She dated or was married to Lamar Odom. She dated James Harden. And I think she was also messing around with somebody else, but I can't remember.
I'm sure there had to be a few.
So she already got 3 on the list. You know what I'm saying? So just think about some of these, some of these.
Now,
Instagram
let's just say she
chicks.
comes in. Can she bounce around? Like, let's just say she went there.
I mean,
like, hey, Thursday I'm gonna be with this guy. Friday I'm gonna be with this guy. Like, do they have to rent her? Like, reserve her?
Look, at the end of the day, I think once you've been cleared, you're cleared.
You're good to go.
Now, I think it's supposed to be you're not there to be tossed around.
Where's the fun then? Like, I don't.
You're supposed to be there for that
ain't no
person.
Fun if like the homies can't have it.
All right, Snoop. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be there for that one person.
How are they really like? What if somebody wants to Eiffel Tower somebody? Like,
look,
like we want to tag team this female. Like, How are you really
Well,
gonna say we can't?
Look, once she's there, if she's there for me and we want to Eiffel Tower her, you don't have nobody on your list, or maybe you do have somebody on your list. It's not saying that you can't join me at the
So we good
at
to
the,
go.
at the kickback. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's supposed to be. I think it's like basically one one person. You know, and then it goes from there.
Okay.
Have you really noticed how some of these dudes have been playing though? So if I was Dame, have you seen how good Damian Lillard's been playing?
That's why I was asking, like, can it not be your wife that comes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dog, he don't need nobody to come. The way that he's been playing, keep him not getting no ass. Like, he scored like 170 something points in 3 games. Like,
I mean,
Dame's been playing out of his mind. Like,
but maybe it's because he's been getting ass. That's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nah. It's like how they used to say boxers, weren't supposed to have sex, prior to fighting and shit like that.
but that's you get aggression. That's different. Like, you're gonna want to fight. Like,
yeah, it's the same thing. It's aggression. It's like you're playing super
like
hard.
I don't get any. I turn into like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I tell my girl, like, come here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just get a,
Shut up.
Seattle Seahawk player got kicked off the team for some ass. Like, how stupid is that? Kemah Siverand.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. How, like, have you ever had sex at work on duty?
Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody has. Why would you get kicked off?
Well, this is AC. It's after Corona. You're thinking about BC.
That's true.
Before Corona.
I got to get my mind wrapped around
We
that.
could do a lot of shit before
BC,
Corona. Yeah. So you gotta think.
This is gonna change so much. Like,
She could have had the Rona, right? Now
so you for this? It sounds like you for this. I think it's stupid.
dog. Hold on. Check this out. You are at training practice, right? You're only there for a short amount of time. Like, and I'm pretty sure that the rules were laid out like, we don't want nobody here, so on and so forth. And that's why they kicked him off the team, because it was probably already told to him that this can't happen.
So is he done with football, or can somebody else pick him up?
Oh, somebody can pick him up.
Pick him up.
No.
Yes, pick him up.
No. I think his dumb ass needs to sit
No,
on the
oh my
sidelines.
God. You're such a blocker.
No.
You're
I'm
a
not.
blocker.
Dude, which is more important to you? That NFL contract or a piece of ass? Which would you rather have?
I mean, yeah, obviously the contract, but
The ass will come.
not according to the Seahawks.
It can come later. Once training camp is over with, you can fuck as many chicks as you want. Like, you can do like Wilt Chamberlain and fuck like a whole birthday party or some shit like that.
What's the name say? Red, that old school? No romance before finance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Like, but the thing that made it even funnier and, past everything is how he tried to sneak her in.
He dressed her up like a lineman or something like that.
He dressed her up in Seattle gear.
Like with the full pads and everything.
No,
He did the full like scary movie on her.
No, not the full pads and everything. But she was dressed up like she was dressed like a player. So she had on the Seattle gear.
Okay.
Seattle face mask. And
so like the helmet face mask.
No, the
mask.
mask.
Okay. I get you.
So she got in. I mean, she got in. He got his. But
how did they find out?
Cameras. They're at a hotel.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you.
So they have somebody that's checking over and making sure that people are following the rules.
Would you be that guy? Like, if you walk in, you're the hall monitor, and you see a player.
You gotta go.
Wow, you're a blocker.
Dog, he could be bringing Corona in.
You're a blocker. I would have never seen it.
If I got a kid,
I thought
I'm
you'd have been
blocking.
I thought you'd have been pro ass. Like, I would have never seen this.
Nah, Dog,
Corona has changed you.
It's my job.
Corona has changed you.
Damn right. It's my job. Dog, if that's my job, if that's what I'm there to do, then you got to go, bro. Like you should have been smarter than that.
I don't know. I don't agree. I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Y'all have any show topics? Y'all have any ideas you want us to talk about? Hit us up. We are back.
We're back.
We're back. We're going to have weekly shows. Hit us up.
Bitches.
bumpinggums@gmail.com. We're on our Instagram. We're on our Facebook. We're streaming everywhere. We're on iTunes.
Spotify. Those are the main two that you really need.
We're streaming everywhere, though. Just search Bumpin Gumz, BUMPINGUMZ.
iHeartRadio, all that shit. And like that, we out.
No more talking, we bumping gums.
Let's go get 'em. Y'all know what it is. Every night we get your life right. Music, sports, interviews, and even Hollywood nightlife. You couldn't pick a better time to tune in. We starting to bump our gums. This the one. Watch Dirty and Kev do this.
No more talking, we bumping gums. No more talking, we bumping
You already know.
gums.
From the news to get you right. Relationship advice. And speaking of pop culture and topics that get you hyped. We living out our dreams while giving you what you need. To all of the hottest trends, keep your ears to the streets for sure.
No more talking, we